Guitar buddies, lovely song, the Lovin Spoonful and Daydream. So I'm playing the rhythm part with finger style. I'm using my thumb to play the bottom notes and fingers to play the remaining strings. That kind of style, okay. So I'm starting on a C chord. I'm just playing G to C in the bass, 3 to 3 on the E to A strings, and then just play the chord. I'm going to an A7, so I'm playing open E to A. So just open, open, an A7 chord. Then open A string to D string and a D minor chord. Then a G7, so I'm playing G on 3 on the E string to B on 2 on the A string and the chord G7. So you've just got C. So if you just want to strum it, you've just got C, A7, D minor, G7. So yeah, kind of thing. But you know, if you want to do and again, yeah, repeat. And the next section I'm going, so I'm playing an F, so I'm playing open E and then 1 and again the chord. So you got this going on in the bass. So I've got, then I'm moving that 1 to 2, playing a D7 over F sharp. So I'm playing 2, open D, 2 on G, 3 on B. So you've got F, D7 over F sharp. Then I'm going 2 to 3. I'm playing a C chord, so it's C over G. So 3 on E and then 2 on D, open G, and 1 on B. So just your C chord, but shifting the root down to the G on the E string. So you've got, then play that G again and an A7 chord. I'm playing that 3 times. So you've got, and once more. Then so I've got this. So I'm playing a G, So just 3 in the open D, G and B strings. Keeping that root note, but forming a C with 2 on D, open G, 1 on B. Then I've got a G7, 3 on, again keeping that root on 3 on the E string, and then 3 open 3. So you've got then back to the C over G, back to the G. Back to the, yeah, so I'm back to the chords. Okay, so that's the chords. We'll take a look next at the melody. So I don't usually include the vocal melody in the lesson, but it's such a jolly tune, I thought it would make a nice instrumental. So I'm starting with E, D sharp, E, and then G, A. So 7, 6, 7 on A, 5 to 7 on D. Okay, so we've got, what are the C chord? We've got these chord tones of E and G there. Then we hit an A7 chord. Again, we've got chord tones here, C sharp to A. So we're going from C to C sharp there, quickly, just a hammer. 5 to 6 on the G string. Then hitting that A on 7 on the D string. Then, so I'm now hitting C, A, C, so back to C natural. So 5, 7, 5, 5, 7, 5. 4 on G. A on 7 on the D string, so C, B, A, down to that E on 7 where we started. That G on 5 on the D string. First phrase again, and then sort of simpler version, C, A, C, C, A, C, C. Just again 5 and 7 on G and D. To a G on 5 on the D string. There we've got. So here we're going to an F chord, and again we're hitting chord tones, F, A and C, and the 6th note, D. And on that, did a little hammer, so instead of just playing the notes F, A and C, I embellished it slightly by playing F, hammer to A. G sharp to A there, so 3, 1, 2, 1, and then 3 on the D, G and B strings. Then E flat, C, D, C, 4, 1, 3, 1. Sliding up to 5, and E, and then hitting that C sharp as we hit the A7 chord. So okay, so play that 3 times, and then we've got here I'm doing a little, I'm basically playing, kind of embellishing the melody a little here with some little, something like that. So I'm just really playing a C, D, E flat, C, something like that. Okay, so 5, 3 and 4 on G and B, and then so coming out of it with D, E flat, E, 3, 4, 5, finishing on that G. You know, yeah, I could do something simply without as much embellishment. It's kind of up to you. You know, you're just taking a vocal melody and doing a guitar version, so you can change things about. You know, whatever works for you. But it's basically, that's the important notes. Okay, so that's the main melody. And what I did then was I did a little improvised solo, just around, sort of using the melody as inspiration and taking it up the neck and sort of play, so stuff like this. So what I'm doing on the solo is not really thinking in terms of like one scale. Like when you do a solo, you'll often think of, oh, we'll go to this blues scale or something like that. I thought when I was playing this, more about hitting chord tones. So this is where it's really useful, you know, I've said this quite a few times, to not just understand things on the guitar in terms of tab or numbers and string names, for example. It's really good to know what the notes are and what notes go into a chord. Okay, so it takes a bit more effort, it takes a bit more learning. You've got to sit down and learn this stuff, but it is worthwhile. So the C chord, I'm really hitting, got these chord notes. So I'm doing a little hammer there, hitting that 6. So we've got all the important notes of a C chord there. So 10, 8, 9, 8, 10, 8. So, you know, I can improvise around these notes. So I'm not thinking of like a certain sort of scale pattern, like, you know, I'm more thinking about the chord and notes in between. So when we go to the A7 chord, I'm thinking, well, C sharp and E. You know. So the notes of an A7 chord around this position, you've got E, G, A, C sharp, E. You know, so you could play about with all those notes. So it's 9, 12, 10, 9, 12. You know, C chord. And then, again, we've got this D7, D minor chord. So I'm thinking of like, the melody kind of uses the 7th there. So I've got C, the 7th, A, the 5th, D, the root. These 3 notes, 10, 8, 10. Do some bending, little trills to that E flat. So again, more thinking about the chord than a particular scale. And again, finishing on a G chord, so I'm kind of starting to a B to a G, 12, the 3rd of the chord to the root, or whatever you want. Okay. Okay. So as long as you know what notes you're kind of hitting, okay, however you get there, you can just play about. Okay, so don't always think in terms of a scale. Okay, think about chord tones as well. And then on the next section, you know, I'm just kind of playing about with, again, those chord tones for F, F, A and C, 10, 10, 8. Little hammer again, just like there. 10, 9, 10. C, D, E flat. And then hit an E and a G. And there you go. So that's the kind of 5th and 7th of an A7 chord. Yeah, and so again, and then, you know, so just using mainly those notes. So 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 11, 12 on that section. And that's kind of the notes I was using just to improvise that solo. So I'm not going to go through the solo again, because it's really just fun to take the notes and have a go at just making something up over those chords. It's a good bit of practice. But you know, as long as you're kind of hitting the right notes for the chord. You know, I did a little sort of little chromatic bits work, because I'm still hitting, you know, the notes that fit the chord at the end. Okay, so just have some fun with it. So that's the main melody and some ideas for kind of improvising a solo around it. So I hope that's been useful, and a great little tune. And as always, buddies, thanks for watching.